Only a tiny butterfly wings can in Amazon forests can cause a tornado in Texas. And this event uh, is the metaphor uh, mm, of it's also the metaphor that saying that only a tiny change can affect and can upset the balance and knock down the giant dominoes. And this so-called names is butterfly effect. So how can a tiny change can affect a giant thing? And is that true? And is the butterfly effect is true? Have you remembered the bombing in two cities of Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, during the World War II, the Second World War? At 10:30 on 9th of August, uh, 1945, a boy living in Kokura City looked up look up to the sky when he heard a sound of the plane and engine. However, he didn't see anything because of a thick layer of clouds. And after a while, this sound disappeared, and there was no bombs released onto. There's no bomb. There was no bombs dropped into this city, and these clouds was considered as a miracle to over 130,000 citizens living in Kokura, because the above sound is not the sound of the ordinary bombing plane, but it came from the plane named B-29, which carried the little boy bombs. And because of the thick cloud layer, the American army changed the targets from Kokura to Nagasaki, and what happened next is considered as a historical event. And if that cloud haven't hadn't exist at that day, so how would the life of over 130,000 people be affected? And would our history changed? And nobody can expect that only a tiny and harmless clouds on the sky can affect the lives of billions citizens under it. So now imagine the story that a girl have a first date with a boy with a woman has a first date with a man who she hadn't met before. The meeting was expected to happen on 3 o'clock on Sunday. So in 3 to 10 o'clock, the girl arrived to the destination, and she waiting. After 3 past 5, and then 3 past 10, the man didn't appear. However, the woman decided to continue waiting. And after next 5 minutes, the man finally arrived to the destination with his apology, continuous apology for his being late. And after 30 years, their son invented explanations, a YouTube channel focusing on delivering historical events through animation. And this 50 minutes waiting can be considered as simple as butterfly wings. And this it's not only change their life, but also affects other things. So if the woman hadn't wait for the man at that time, will this channel exist? And now maybe you are watching another video. Our world is considered as a quiet lake, and what we are doing can be considered as a tiny drop, and tiny drops, and these tiny drops can cause the considerable change to the quiet lake surface. So don't think what you are doing, even a tiny one, is not important and meaningless. Even a tiny change is considered to be enough to affect the life of thousands of people, and only you are the one who can decide what you are doing is bad or good.